Cole, you good? Oh, that's on. That's on.
I sure hope you didn't get that.
He did. Cole, you good? CD in the Hey, you know what? Nah, you should put that breath over the. When he was like, it was good. Come on, McFly. What you waiting on?
You the shit. Welcome to the Vibe Controls podcast. I am glad that everyone is here this evening with us, or morning, or afternoon, or week, wherever you are, and whatever time it is vibing with us today. We appreciate you being here. I go by the name of Cocky McFly, and as always, I'm joined by Merk B. Williams. Say hey to the people, Merk.
Hey, from the greatest of all time, Merk B. Williams.
Yep, never followed directions. So,
I'm grown.
Yeah, and also, today we have a very special guest this evening.
Very special.
Y'all give it up for the beautiful soul herself, Miss Amanda Furdge. Say hey to the people,
Hello
Amanda.
to the people. Hello.
Yeah,
The way she said it though. Hello to the people.
You don't follow directions.
I
Hey
did.
to the hey.
Man, that girl's grown. She
Hey
got
to
chin.
the
You can't talk to her
people.
like that.
It's all
Hey
good.
to the people. Hey.
I like you say it how you say it.
So
You ain't
we are super excited to have Amanda here this evening. We are going to have a great discussion today about the craziest things that you have done for or in the name of love.
Wow.
and lust and infatuation.
Wow.
And everything else.
Let me tell you, if y'all have never heard her or you don't know her, you gonna know after today, because
You
she
will.
Damn sure is.
she say anything.
I'm the love thermometer.
You sounding real.
We ain't know what that sound like. What
I'm
the
the
fuck
love
is a love
thermometer.
thermometer? I want one. I want one.
What's this quiet
I'm here to
soul
check the
version?
temperature.
I don't know.
No, I'm just here to. What do you mean?
You sound because
y'all,
you do sound like Girl 6 right now.
y'all don't never hear me in the studio. Fit, they don't be hearing me in the studio.
This your studio boy?
This is
Babe, I
me
need you on
talking
my
into a
voicemails.
microphone. A microphone.
All right. So
Okay,
you want to do my voicemails for me?
You know what? I'm waiting on you to just say your zodiac sign because your voice is on here like
All
you finna.
right.
Oh.
So
He's so Aquarian.
what we will do is we will continue the conversation
Look at him.
I'm ready.
in the next segment.
We gonna run this
Unfortunately,
crazy.
we out here. Well, as we mentioned earlier, today's topic of discussion is like we're gonna talk about like the craziest things we've done or will do or have done for love. And so, and to kick off the discussion, again with our magnificent special guest.
Hi.
All right,
Hello. I mean, hey.
six and talk. I don't know nothing about this. So this is for you first. I mean, like, what movie or song best describes one of the craziest things that you've done for love?
Well, for me, to be honest, I had read that question. It's like a general, like what would generally, and I would say like the horror genre of film, the whole entire genre, horror of film, because somebody's the killer. And somebody's that anxious white lady who somehow survives every time, and there's always a sequel. Okay, so yes, if I had, put some thought into this, huh? And yes, if there's a record, come on, bring it back in,
Okay.
If there's a record, the first song that came to my mind literally is by Survivor, "Eye of the Tiger."
You didn't win
I'm
to the
going
Rocket
there.
soundtrack. You
Yeah,
done went way back.
we're going there. Yeah,
Okay.
because like that's what love is. It's those extremes, and then you meet yourself in the middle, and you decide like, I'm gonna keep on going. Am I gonna die at the end of it? Am I gonna be the only black person in this horror movie, or am I the killer in this horror movie? You know what I'm saying? On this record, what's the thrill of the fight? You get turned on by the thrill, You know what I'm saying? Like, do you give in to your rival? It's all there. So yeah, let's
You
go.
really thought about
I
this.
really did.
Yeah, we don't do this type of shit.
She deep as a motherfucker.
I really did. You know.
I'm so glad you went first, because we finna fuck it
We
up.
finna fuck it up.
No, you know, I got some other tunes too.
But I dig that though. I had a tiger.
I really ain't.
Rocky 3.
I didn't even know, and you even know
Yeah.
the Rocky.
You know, sometimes you
Clubber
find,
Lang, right?
that's Rocky 3, and you know, he's chilling. Like, I'm at the height and I'm getting lazy, and you know, you forgetting like what you really signed up for. You forgetting the passion, you in the glory. Bring it back, and that's what love is. Like, you do the work, and you box and you train because you feel like that's what you're supposed to do. And then you start winning, and then you win it, and then you level off. Don't level off. Keep going.
Shit, you done dropped the neck.
That's what I'm saying. Keep going.
Man, thank y'all for listening to the
Yeah.
podcast. That's the same.
Don't level off at love.
Fuck, I gotta follow that for.
Don't let your love level off. Keep going.
All right, Kelly, fuck it up.
This is what I'm here for. I am here on the podcast to screw it all up. Let me tell you something. The first song that come to mind for me is "I Wish" by Carl Thomas. Cause I'm telling you, it's a few motherfuckers I wish I never goddamn met before. Ever. Man, cause like he said in the lyric, it was love at first sight.
That's right.
Something about the way she looked at me, and then he wished he never met, cause she ended up being with somebody else. That's what it was. Cause I have been hurt and been through quite a few things in my life, and I,
So sorry.
I know. Let me tell you, but that's one of them. Now I'm trying to think, like, if I had a movie, it'd have to be Boomerang.
Okay, that's
Cause I was out here in these streets.
wow.
So what you saying? You ain't hitting the streets no?
I like that.
Well, yeah, I guess I am. I ain't
Okay, well,
I ain't in no relationship.
who's your Jada Pinkett at the end? It was
Nah,
Jada
that
Pinkett,
was-
right?
that
Or
was
Halle
Halle
Berry?
Berry.
Okay, who's your Halle Berry?
I don't
then?
want no damn Jada nothing.
Don't be like that.
I'm straight.
Okay, but who's your Jada then? I mean, your Halle Berry, right?
Yeah, it was Halle
Yeah,
Berry and
because
Rocky.
Marcus, you don't play with me, Marcus. I do my own thing, and I don't need
Love
you.
shit that brought
Brought
your
your
You know what I'm
ass
saying?
home last
That's what
night.
I'm saying, though.
Oh,
But you do,
TBC.
yeah.
TBC.
But I do need you
To
if
be
I love you.
To be continued.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
TBC.
TBC,
Well,
are you listening, TBC?
If I had,
Oh, I ain't shit. I'm. God, are you listening? That's what we talking about.
if I can participate,
Yes, please. I want to hear from you.
just play.
I'm about
Look.
sick as a.
if I had a song that would describe my feelings or my actions, it would be James Brown, The Big Payback.
The big.
Oh,
payback.
wow.
First 3 words in the song. I'm mad. Revenge.
Wow.
And this is probably terrible.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, every relationship that I have moved on from, the next person I have gotten I was strategic in making sure that the previous person knew, like, hey, nigga, I done upgraded. Kiss my mother.
wow.
I'm out here.
Okay.
Like, I know it's
No,
pretty bad.
I like to hear what
Yeah.
how men.
I
how
don't be,
much-
I don't
you
be,
know,
you
how
know, I
men
was
think.
like that for a while. I don't
tell
do
you
that
some
now.
more shit, too.
But yeah, man, like,
Was that because you felt like they wasted
well,
your time?
You know, I think it's like for men, and it may be something we ain't put in there, but I think for a lot of men, I can just say for me, like, you know, I don't know if it's like I'm confident, so I know like what I feel like I know what I can bring, and I'm aware that I'm imperfect and there are things I can work on. But look, because you. Like, I'm just like, okay, so if you make the choice that you want to move on, stuff like that, bet.
Oh,
'Cause
but
I'm
you
moving
gotta
on
see
too.
me.
Bet, but you got to see me, and so when you see me, you can't be like, oh well, you know.
Okay, so wait, let me ask you
straight.
this very quickly.
Get
So,
your
the
motherfucking
person you move on with, are you moving on with them because you genuinely, fully, 100%?
Oh, absolutely,
Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
you definitely keep in mind,
Oh,
I might see this other
because
person.
you know, and this is the thing. Like, a lot of people be, you know, I think before people make a decision to settle down, a lot of them just be like, you know, they always think there's something else is out there. So
Yeah.
sometimes they get in these situations where they 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and they're not really 100%. And then the other person is in there 100%, and that person's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's like, and I think a lot of it comes from like trauma and stuff from previous relationships, things like that. So you kind of like, I'm be hesitant. I'm usually the nigga at times I have been the dude that when they get to me, it's like, oh, nice guy. Now I can release all this good stuff that I've been through and stuff like that.
You set yourself up for that?
I can talk. Well, I'm a natural listener, so I like to listen to people, and I try to help you out. But at the same time, I don't abuse it. But I think that's a gift and a curse, and I don't ever want to lose that though, because I think that's important. I try not to talk more than I listen, especially when you're in relationships.
It's a wonderful part.
And at this age, when you dating a lot of women, they've been through a lot, so it's good to kind of get a feel for what they've gone through, and stuff. But that would just be the song. If I had to pick a movie, in my head at one point in my life, I would probably say it'd be How to Be a Player, because Bill Bellamy would win it in that movie, which such a terrible movie.
You know what?
But he would win. He had.
This is what men do.
Oh, quote unquote. He would quotation. Put that in quotation. He would win.
Okay.
25-year-old me thought that he was winning.
Okay, now we got some context going on.
25-year-old me thought he was winning because he had the girlfriend with the great job. But then he was being with all them other people.
Having his cake and eating it.
Yeah,
But that fine girl put that thing on him in the end.
Oh, she put it on him. She had it on him.
Okay, y'all make me want to pick one movie. Y'all picked a movie. My movie would definitely have to be She's Gotta Have It.
I knew it.
Y'all knew that. Y'all knew that.
You know
I
what?
was gonna say Mo Better Blues.
Oh, no.
That's my. But I'm bleak too sometimes.
So
you
bleak?
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I'm bleak too. I'm.
But
are
you
bleak though?
Yeah,
Hey,
for
but
sure.
you know what though? You might be though.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But she's got
to have it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I can totally see who
for sure.
You know what, that
When I
changed your
found,
name to
when I
Nola
found
Dog.
that
You should do that.
movie, I feel like I found like, oh, it makes sense. Okay, yeah, cause yeah, me too, girl. Me too, girl.
heard
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I really feel deeply connected to that. If we were talking about love and I had to like have a reference point,
Yeah.
yeah,
That make we know you so.
yeah, y'all know me.
But yeah, so yeah, that was you be real educational and stuff. We got to figure out how.
What you mean?
Yeah, cause we be being dumb and you on here having insight. You studied.
No.
I don't be being
No.
dumb. I don't know what this man is talking about.
No, we are all
intelligent
at
hoodlum.
the level like to be in a. I feel I'm just gonna speak for me. To attract me to your space, you must be at the level.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. For me
Pop
to
your shit.
that's what I'm saying. For me to be in y'all space, I must be at the level to be invited to the vibe control. You know what I'm saying?
You goddamn
I
right.
know who y'all are. I know what y'all doing. I
That's
know.
what's
You
up.
know what I'm saying? Like, okay, priority. I got a babysitter for you all. Okay,
First of all, them
so,
kids
yeah.
25 years old.
Ain't lying, man.
They don't need no babysitter.
Grown as
Yeah,
fuck. They
no, y'all
probably
talking about
watching
that.
the
I
babysitter.
got a 3-year-old. Y'all know that.
Man, that
Well,
nigga
he
48.
Yeah, but that's just to say, yeah.
All right,
So,
all right.
yeah.
We
Okay.
being told. To
I
wrap
know
it
we
up.
gotta have family
We
reunion.
will get back with y'all next segment. Next question, based off the topic that we're discussing. So in terms of crazy things that love can make us do, and we'll put crazy in quotations. But in terms of the crazy things that love can make us do, so we gonna start with Mert. Have you ever made the same mistake twice? And why?
I don't think I've ever made the same mistake twice. I mean, now some stuff has happened to me twice that I might be a magnet for. Like for whatever reason, when I'm in relationships or situationships or whatever they are with people, apparently folks like to pop up when I'm with them. And this has happened like multiple times.
And what are they saying? What are you doing with my man?
Nah, like the first time it happened, like me and this particular young lady, we were dating. We weren't in a relationship or whatever, but we were dating or whatever. And I actually spent the night at her crib or whatever. And so the baby daddy, apparently, I was asleep. Yeah, you know, I did what I did and went to bed. But the baby daddy apparently kept calling throughout the night or whatever. And so, like, early that morning, man, dude, like, came to her apartment, was, like, literally knocking on her window, like, trying to get in the apartment or whatever. And she was talking to me. She was like, that's my baby daddy. He trying. I was like, well, let that nigga in.
Okay.
Like, she don't let him in or whatever. So dude came in and he was trying to talk to me. I was like, nah, bro, you need to talk to her. Y'all work that out. But listen, I need to get my bag out the back because I'm trying to leave, man.
Where was the kid? Was the kid there?
The baby was there too.
Oh, my Lord.
The baby was there and everything. I said, listen, hey, y'all go ahead and work that out.
Lord.
I'm gonna leave, man. And, you know.
You know what? Who are you?
And then like some years later, man, I was actually in a relationship at this particular time, man. It was just, I don't know, and I'm one of them people, like, I don't know, I can just kind of sense something. Like, I can sense stuff, and you know, I'm gonna ask you the question, like,
Is there anything I need to know?
yeah, you want to tell me something, like, yo, you seeing somebody else, whatever, like, just say yes or no, like, you know, yeah, it's gonna suck if you are, but I can handle, you know what I'm saying, I'd rather you give me the truth
You deserve
than a
choose.
lie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, obviously that person was like, no, I'm not, but that turned out to be a lie because I went to see that person, and sure enough,
Okay, so
somebody
people aren't
popped up.
popping up on you. They're popping
Well,
up
they popping
on
up on the
people.
people that I'm with, but it's just more so like, and a lot of times that's why I think it's just important, and it's a lesson in all of that, man, just to really be honest and open and transparent about what's going on, because like, you know, you could be, because if somebody ain't no dude finna pop up at your crib just to be popping up at your crib.
But let me ask you something. Now, we're talking about, have you made the same mistake twice? You named 15 people that popped up on you.
No, I didn't make the same mistake.
Okay.
But I'm saying that there seems to be a
That's your-
natural
okay.
occurrence with situations that I be
Okay,
in. So
okay.
like, I got PTSD and all that shit. I be like, hey man, look,
Yeah.
if you got somebody that you talking to and he the type dude that just gonna pop up, man, look, I ain't.
You have to say that as a disclaimer.
Yeah, let me know, man.
Yeah.
I ain't with that shit.
So have you made the same mistake twice?
Me? Do I make the same mistake twice? Yeah, and I just gotta say, sitting in between y'all is really charging me up. Like, I feel so, like, I'm going to another level.
Okay, then I'm fucking with it. I don't know what that means.
Seriously,
We
though,
out
like,
here.
I'm
Like-
sitting between like these two brilliant black men who are in tune and in touch enough to have these types of conversations. That's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? When we be like, you
I
know,
like what you feel.
I love black men for real with my actions.
And I would like to talk about how you feeling once this podcast
too many
is
people
over.
be popping up. No, okay. So yes, I make the same mistake until I'm not making it no more. So I don't know how many times I don't. Sometimes I
respect
lose
it.
count. Sometimes I know exactly how many times I done done this.
I get it.
So yeah, until I'm not, I am, and I just accept.
Yeah, I you know, I think, you know, I can say I have, and I wouldn't necessarily say, you know, I mean, we use the word mistake, but I think it's just lack of growth, and not wanting to. Sometimes you just get so wrapped up into your own process where you got so much pride, you don't want to do better, and you just blame everybody else until you have to look in the mirror and it's like, oh, I gotta change. So I've definitely been in situations where I've done the same routine with like someone, it didn't work, and then I went to the next person and I did the same routine because I'm like, it's got to work with somebody, and you know, once you kind of wake up like, oh, you know what, I can't do the same thing because people are different. So it's
So
not,
like, it's like reframing the question. Then how do you keep ending up at the same location?
I think, but honestly, man, I think a lot of it just, you know, love and relationships, it's a crapshoot, and so you either gonna win sometimes, you gonna crap out sometimes.
Well, you know what?
Or whatever winning looks like.
I like what you're saying. I challenge that. I think that we get conditioned to believe love is a crapshoot, but once you find that feeling and you commit to it, it's like becoming an athlete. It's like practicing a musical instrument. You commit to that. It's not a crapshoot. I'm choosing you on purpose every time.
Well, let me clarify what I mean by
Yeah.
crapshoot. What I mean by that is you.
It is hit or miss for sure.
Yeah, you have to be 100. Like if you go gamble, you are 100%, engaged, and I'm gonna put this money down. If I roll these dice, like I got the confidence that it's gonna work, but it may or may not work. But it's like, but I have to be all in, and that's the only way. That's really the only way to be if you're gonna be in a relationship. Because if you're not, then
it's hopscotch.
Yeah.
So we at the casino. We're not playing hopscotch.
But then I think with the experiences that you have, like you going through those things is really. I mean, now if you're mature enough to learn from your situations, I won't say mistakes either, but your situations, and not just yours, but the situations of other people as well too. Then you get that relational maturity at that particular point.
A nice relationship.
You get relational maturity, and so. And then it's only fair that you go into each situation and circumstance open to allow things to flow and happen in the way that they
But you
should
don't lose
and
your
go.
mindfulness. You don't lose your awareness.
But a lot of that comes with healing too. So you have to, the first relationship or the most important one is really the one with yourself. And so you have to give yourself time to heal from all of those situations before you go into something else as well too. Because a lot of times, just to kind of reiterate what Kaki was talking about, a lot of times we don't give people or ourselves a fair shot. You know what I mean? Like we don't always do that, and that's important. I think that's all I have.
Steve, did you have something you want to add?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so my question is like, if it doesn't last, does that automatically mean that it failed? Or
No.
It failed a relationship?
I don't think so. I think that when we in these situations, a lot of times, like I said, we have to have this relational discernment as well too. And a lot of times we stay in things longer than we should, and your spirit know that it's time to get out of this, and this ain't your assignment no more. But you stay a little bit longer than you should, and I think sometimes you just gotta know, and a lot of that comes with being honest. Like I know I've been in situations with people where, man, they've been amazing women. We just weren't compatible. But you try to make the puzzle pieces fit when you know that they don't. And that's really not your assignment. You got to move on from that, because that's when you get frustrated, and that's when all the stuff start happening.
Yeah, and I want to tap into those words. Like you said, if it doesn't last, does it equal failure? And for me, I'm tuned into the word last. Like, who decides how much you need it from that situation or that relationship? So what is lasting to you? Does that mean it has to be, is that like a time limit, years? Because we didn't make it to a year, we failed. You did the work. Whatever was supposed to transpire. The time is up. You know what I'm saying? And so then also reframing failure. What is failure when it comes to relationships? Because what I got from you or what we did, that's for someone else. It's for me. It's for us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like I agree with your premise to some extent.
Yeah.
I think that relationships can fail based off action. And so, like, I can purposely do something to sabotage the relationship.
So is that failure, or is that?
I mean,
what's the word that starts with an S?
In the word,
be severed.
Yeah. Well, in the sense of the question that you asking, I think that, like, you know what I'm saying. I feel like, things happen for. I'm sorry. I feel like things happen for a reason, but at the same time, like, some people do things purposely that jack up the relationship.
To sever it,
cause it to fail, because you change the whole trajectory of it. Like if I'm in a relationship with somebody and everything's going well, and then I go and cheat, but the person I'm with has told me that cheating is something that they don't, like, I don't deal with it, I don't do that, but I go do it. So now I've broken trust. So that changes the trajectory. So
did the relationship fail, or did you intentionally, like, did you end it? Yeah, did you?
Well, yeah, both. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm just saying failure in the sense of like it can fail based off like action.
Yeah.
But not like indirectly.
Yeah.
If you do do something.
Because when I hear failure, I'm thinking of a slow unraveling. Like I'm thinking
But you know
this
what?
has been.
But when that happens,
Yeah.
that slow unraveling happens because people don't do this. They don't communicate.
Yeah.
And when you don't communicate, if I'm not really telling you how I like, if I know leaving the toilet seat up bothers the shit out of you, or you know it bothers you, but you not saying nothing to me, and you letting that fester over time, that could just turn into something bigger than what it really is at that particular point. So, yeah, it's like, man, communication is everything.
Yeah,
like
sure.
open and honest communication. Like, cause I'm gonna ask you, like, is everything okay?
Yeah.
And that's a real question. I'm not asking you just to be asking, like, you good? Everything all right? Like, tell me now.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm feeling this way. Cause there's a difference between, cause you have to find the line between voicing your concerns, saying how you feel, and nagging.
Yeah, mature men
You know what
know
I'm saying?
how to communicate.
Very
Mature
much so.
men, you will
Want
feel,
to.
yeah, and you will feel safe enough to. With a mature man, you will tell them things that you wouldn't even say. Can we turn the air off? I'm cold. You will say that with a man you feel. A man you don't, you'll freeze. You'll sit over there and freeze.
And then the
That's
problem is
same
we be
thing
finding them women who you find men who communicate well, and they're trying to communicate well with some women who are not used to that. Then you communicate with them, and they reject that. They take that as like it's an issue or something like that. But no, I'm just communicating directly with you. I just want to know how you feel, and I want you to tell me how you feel, and we can figure this out.
Yeah, and I just want to tell men, like, don't take that personally. I want to tell women that too. Like, the way we interact with each other, especially in intimate relationship, those walls that we hit, you know, I can't communicate, or we don't have the same style of communication. That's really what it is. Because if you ask anybody, they feel like they communicate, but the style might be different. But that's just a level of consciousness, because a lot of relationships could survive if people acknowledged, oh, we got a different style of communication, and then you can know if it's real issues there or if it's just.
And then you got to be open to that too. Like, yo, tell me how you communicate this, or how this works for you. Because if I'm communicating directly, you may be taking that as, you know, some sort of aggression towards you or something like that, or you may taking it as derogatory, but I'm not. I'm just being direct and just telling you how I feel, as opposed to, but you're not used to that, you know what I mean? And so I don't want you to take it, you know, in a bad way. It's just I'm telling you, because most men will tell you exactly how they feel.
Yeah, they're beautiful in that way. But one thing we cannot negate is time and experience, because you have to have experiences to get to places where you can have these types of conversations. And I say that because there are a lot of younger people in relationships, or in older people, and it doesn't matter like where you are on the age scale. It's about your experiences, right? And who you've been experiencing. So there are people in relationships 60 years old, been together 25 years, and cannot communicate because they haven't taken on, or they don't see the opportunity in getting experiences, bringing in a third party, going to therapy, trusting each other, using a notebook, you know what I'm saying? Just finding the ways to communicate. So much is in communication that, you know, but you got to get safe. Yeah. And then that's where you start talking about traumas and all those types of things. But for love, it's all worth it.
Yeah.
It's all worth it.
That's good stuff. Yeah. So the question of questions, which is why we're here and having this discussion, like, so, man, we know we all been out here bad before. We've been in love. Just did some real dumb stuff. And so, you know, I'll start, but we gonna talk about like the craziest things that we have done for love. And you know, I have several instances where I've been a damn fool. I mean, man, let me tell you, I remember I was 18. I was knocking on that girl window. I'm talking about, I walked over her house, hopped the fence, and was knocking on the window. And she was in there. She was in there with a significant other. I hope she ain't listening. It's all good. I was knocking on them window, man. She wouldn't come out. I don't know what I was gonna do, because I probably wasn't gonna do nothing.
You was in love.
I don't know what that was. Where I was at,
That's
I mean, I was
You
gone.
was in love.
because
I was
is
gone,
that
man.
really what that
That's
is?
Well, yeah.
how
I mean,
you
I
learn
can
about
honestly say that. I did that, man. I'm in college.
She was hurting you? She
Yeah.
was hurting you.
Well, she was. Shout out to my friend, Red. I ain't gonna say it. With Red Towns, he drove me over to my ex-girlfriend's house.
Oh yeah.
And I was sloppy drunk.
Oh,
He
my
drove me
goodness.
over there. I just walked right in the house. It was 25 dudes outside. I just walked straight through the dudes. Like, where she at? Like, I'm acting
Wow.
a fool, man. Out here acting a
You
plum
got so
donkey.
much love inside of you.
Yeah, I was,
That's how you love.
I had too much tequila inside me.
Yeah,
That's what
but-
that
yeah,
was.
but
Like,
it just enhances. It just brings
yeah,
it out,
you
right?
like you just had so much courage when you being
Yeah.
stupid. But
No.
yeah,
When
I
you be in
mean,
love.
those are just some incidences, outside.
There was only one.
Well, that was
Nah, it's been
There
a
was-
few.
been several
Yeah.
more, moving.
So the craziest, so the craziest thing you would say is like going to her house. Well, and what were you gonna do? What was the result? Like, what happened at the end?
Man, nothing. She just prayed God. She probably stopped that boy from coming outside. You gonna beat the shit out of me. But like really nothing. Just I was just gone. That was it. And crazy part, I went to college like 2 weeks later, and I wasn't even thinking about that. I mean, I was thinking about it, but I wasn't thinking about it. It was just a whole nother world. But yeah, you young.
Yeah.
You just had them instances, man. So I mean, you live, you learn.
Wow.
So, and, the other stuff I won't talk about. I don't know. But you know your motherfucking ass is. Merc.
Flatline.
Merc, go ahead.
Ironically, we must be twins. Maybe that's a twin thing. No, I guess because-
Ironically, we must be
twins.
Dumb statement of the day,
No,
right
it
there.
ain't. You
Ironically,
ain't let me
we must
finish
be
my
twins.
statement, Wank. Now
Look
listen.
Okay, guys.
Actually, I got a new cuss word that I've created. I'll tell you about it later. But
Y'all gonna put on that T-shirt that people had to wear together
nah,
so they can get
that
along.
shit, nah. Nah, but I walked in the rain to a girl house before.
Wow.
It was.
Y'all
she,
are so romantic.
She wouldn't pick the phone up. I walked in
That's
the
romantic about
Ooh,
that.
hate
I
when
walked
that
in the
happens. If I didn't
rain,
answer the phone,
and
don't.
I was in the rain. I ain't even had no umbrella. It was raining.
You would
I,
call Thomas.
I walked to the summer rain. It wasn't no summer rain. That was fall rain. Man, I walked to that girl house, man, because she wouldn't pick the phone up, bruh. And I walked to that girl house. This was pre-cell phone here, so it was pager at that time. She wouldn't answer no pay. I went to that girl house and knocked on the damn door, and she cracked the door and told me to go home. And I'm like, man, let me in. Why you can't let me in? And there was another nigga sitting on the
Wait,
couch.
so y'all are adults when this is happening? Like people are living in their own houses and places, or these are like people mama house?
I'm
like,
starting from. This was the first. This was like I was like 16, 17 at that
You
time.
went to her mama house and she had a man there.
Well, it was
I
her
mean,
house.
Oh, well,
This like she was
is
grown.
Okay,
This lady was
let's
grown.
not. Okay.
Yeah, see that was saying she
Okay,
was grown.
well,
That lady
you
was grown.
know.
I'm out here.
Oh wow,
That
yeah.
lady
So
was
you
grown.
were in love.
Man, I didn't pay. I didn't.
You were in love.
Let me tell you, I got about 3-4 degrees. I didn't pay for a couple degrees.
Yeah.
A
were
couple
in love.
floating more across the stage.
Wow,
on my
how'd you
damn.
make it out of there?
Man, listen, I done drove. I drove 6 hours to go catch a motherfucker.
I ain't talk because some men have done some things
Got caught
along
up
these
on
lines
that.
to me.
Now,
Now I'm
what you
trying
done
to-
made a man?
Ooh
do?
man, then
That's what
I
I
don't
wanna
make
hear.
nobody do nothing.
You a liar.
you a
don't
damn
make
lie.
nobody do
What
nothing.
you done did to a man for him to do what you cause what you didn't had a man do?
You know what? Men have done some things that I'm like, men do these things? You know what? I don't even know where to start. Okay, so because some of these men are going to listen because they're gonna listen to me for the rest of my life because they're waiting to hear their names. Like they're waiting to hear their situation, but that's because I've not ever been in a relationship where that man can say she's not incredible.
Oh wow.
I don't know one man who would say, even if they hated my stinking guts, and that might be their follow-up statement, but she's incredible. So I'm very proud of that. They know that, like electric chair. And so with that being said, men have done all kinds of things. They've traveled far distances. They have bought guitars and become songwriters overnight.
Man, I'm crying. So
They-
basically, you Eric about
You
it.
know,
You sound like you get. Listen, I ain't trying to say it,
Dang.
but you sound like you got it on you.
You know what? I just have
You
a
sound like you got it on.
I just have a
That's
love and a respect for my partner that if they feel like it's in danger, that they're in danger of that not showing up the way that they're used to, they become desperate. We all become desperate at the hands of love. You know, you never know what you might
I
do.
ain't never went out and listen. I want to know what you got to do to go out
To
and make you
become
buy
desperate.
a banjo.
To become desperate.
Cause listen,
Y'all know I can cook.
I mean,
can.
man, you got him out here,
No,
man.
I-
This man done bought a ukulele.
Man, I'm straight. I don't want no positive.
No, I
What-
can
what
cook,
is you-
and
Listen.
you know,
you got it on you.
you know what? I'm just saying that at the mercy of love,
I
who
ain't
knows?
never heard no shit like this before
What?
in my life. You done made a nigga go out and buy
I'm
a
just
whole
getting started.
goddamn bass guitar.
I
And just
mean-
decided I'm gonna be an artist. This nigga
People have
he's been
changed
working customer
religions.
service.
One guy gave my dad a kidney.
God damn.
Shit, nigga. Ian, this segment.
What in the world?
One guy gave my dad a kidney. I was in the kidney swapping so that I wouldn't have to give my kidney.
This
they
is so
gave.
good, make the sunshine.
Oh my gosh!
What?
But yeah, these
You
are true
sunshine?
Oh,
stories.
nigga,
True
this nigga
stories.
Richie Vento. I ain't never coming home.
This is true story.
I ain't never coming home.
I ain't never had nothing made me want to give somebody else mama a daddy a goddamn kid. Like,
You out here,
damn.
excuse my friend, but you out here fucking niggas so good. You making them an organ donor? Like what?
This was supposed to be about. We didn't get into some. This is Howard Stern. Let's get off here.
Listen, let's just talk about your yoni for a minute.
I'm
No,
just
let's
here
not.
to say, look, I'm just here to say, love the idea, the
Yeah,
feeling,
let's-
the rush,
there
the
we go.
thrill.
Love, that
the-
what you call it?
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Let's stay
It
on
can make
subject.
all kinds of things happen. But yeah, man, somebody
Wow,
that's
God
giving
damn.
up.
So
You have blown my
so
mind.
we here. So shit.
Boy, eat befuddled.
So we have heard what you have. Well, what has been
Oh,
done.
what's been done to me? What have I
What have
done?
you like literally like?
What is the craziest thing I have done?
Yeah,
what?
like did you do some like I cut your ties type stuff?
Put
to a
shit in your
dude?
tank.
Like you ain't finna do me like that.
Let's see. Okay, so my crazy shows up as acts of solidarity. So when I say that, you have to understand, just imagine this scenario. We had a date night and you and I, we had a great time. You know what I'm here for. We know what we're here for. We handle the business. Good job. Good job. GOODJOB. Good job. You know what I'm saying? So I'm high off that. Like, yeah. And then I hear a knock at your door. Wait a minute. What's going on? We just had a date. We just got here. Like, what's going on? And then the knock's persistent. Like, who's in there?
So basically killed it and pulled it.
Hey,
Yeah.
first, hey, no.
What happened?
That is not what happened.
Oh,
No, but it's like, who's in there? And so it's like, for me, instead of what the fuck is going on, it's, hey, what do we need to do right now so that you can enjoy the rest of your night and so that I can enjoy the rest of my night?
Yeah.
I'm not a like,
Do what I
let me
did.
turn up on you.
Just let them in.
So
I'm finna
listen.
go.
So we're gonna collaborate together to figure this out. Hey, I'm not trying. I don't know what you got going on. I'm not trying to be in that. You know, let's figure this out. And so if the resolve is for me to have to walk across the highway barefooted to get to my truck because this person is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't avoid, I'm very like in solidarity crazy because, bro,
Yeah. That's wild.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have to do. Look at me. I'm too fine. I'm too fine for this. You know what I'm saying? But
You marked
But-
out the highway.
you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gone. You know, so my crazy is like in solidarity because I'm really about like, what is the end result?
Yeah, let me get up out of
You
here.
know what I'm
safe.
saying? Like, what
I ain't
is
gotta
the-
talk to you
know,
no more after this.
what
but
it-
just
and
let me
then-
get out of here.
And then
safe.
my concern is shifted. What you got going on in your life that the one you fucking is I'm satisfied, but somebody at the door, you ain't handling your business. what's going on? How can I help you?
You gotta respect the game.
You know what I'm saying?
So
So
respect you back.
I'm kind of in solidarity crazy. Now, I can't think of like
That's real scary.
I get kidneys, I'm in solidarity.
Yep, give me your dad and them kids.
I'm just
It's
like
insane to me.
but me, I'm really because and see what has stopped me all my life is it's gonna come back to me. I've always lived with that like over me. Like whatever I do now, I have thought some crazy. I have thought and wrote down in my journal some crazy things to do. You know, which is like, hey, don't you know I got your social security number? You know what I'm saying? That's just those are just thoughts though.
Yeah.
Those are just you know. But I'm always like, but you know what? Somebody could get my social security number. Let me just keep my palate clean. So I'm definitely, and that's why everything is so good.
Man, I'm just,
y'all
yep.
y'all wanted the sauce. I gave you the sauce.
Boy, I can't listen. We can go on and make the announcement. Listen, we have decided to have a part 2 of this. Let me tell you, I don't know if I'm gonna be here.
No, what do you mean?
You really need to delve into this. I don't even know these niggas is out here getting ukuleles.
They are doing some things.
You got these niggas. Man,
Yeah.
listen, the man and quit his good government job.
And
Just
knock on
decided
my door,
I'm gonna be a poet.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be a singer-songwriter.
I'm
And
finna
you
be a
playing this
singer-songwriter.
guitar in my kitchen. You don't even know what you're doing.
This
but you
nigga Eric
serenading
Benet.
me.
She done turned these niggas into Eric Benet. Feminine.
These are construction workers. These are like guys who, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just baffled. I
So
don't
what
know
do
what
you
to
just
say.
bring out the inner artist in these niggas?
I don't know.
I didn't got.
That's
where
my
we at
past,
on this
though.
episode?
That's my past.
What we supposed to be doing right
I
now?
don't do that no
Listen,
more.
this what we need to retire.
I don't do that no more.
Retire making men
Retire that dude who
go
gave up
crazy.
his kidney.
Man,
Is he okay?
is he okay?
You know what? As far as I know,
Oh, she
Ah,
did it.
nigga, he dead. Nigga dead. You don't even know.
He's not even here.
Yeah. We would
He
like
lives
to
in, you
rest in peace, to buddy. Buddy. He just buddy.
Yeah, with the
He
kids.
just
You
buddy.
know?
Gave up the kid.
Buddy
He
was-
daddy fan.
Yes,
that
that's
nigga
what
gone.
I see your dad all the time. He living his best life.
that's what I'm
To
saying.
pimp a
Smiling his
nigga.
ass.
To pimp a nigga for a kid.
I did not.
To pimp a nigga for a kid. You got
You got to
You
really
know what?
love.
Let me tell
He
y'all.
need to be here telling his story.
That's right,
'cause
he
That's
does.
some crazy
He
shit.
He's
does,
not
too.
here telling this story.
I would like to.
He is in somewhere else. He gone to glory.
Gone.
I
to
would
glory.
like to know why
He's
they
not
do
here
these
to tell
things.
his
So
story.
yes, bring them on
He
because
is
I
with
want to
the
know
king.
what were you thinking?
His story would never be told.
Man.
I'm out of control.
All right, man. That was
This
shit,
was
I
so
don't know.
fun,
That was a
man.
magnificent episode. As Merck stated, yeah, we're gonna do a part 2. So
All right.
Nigga, we ain't even really get
yeah,
to
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So
It's some good stuff in
of
here.
course we appreciate y'all tapping in and vibing with us with the vibe controls. Of course you can check out all 12, well, by the time you listen to this, it'll be 13 episodes. You can check all those episodes out on YouTube, SoundCloud, and now Spotify. Shout out to Fifth Child. So, yeah, man, you can check us out on all those streaming platforms that I just mentioned. Also, for any type of booking info for us for any type of events this summer, we are available. Just hit us up at thevibecontrols@gmail.com. We got merch that's being sent out. Shout out to the folks who ordered your sweatshirts. Make sure you rock them joints, post them joints, tag us, hashtag we out here as always. We got t-shirts coming, we got hats coming. Please don't forget about the sponsorship opportunities as well. Any information you like on that, as I mentioned before, hit us up at thevibecontrols@gmail.com. And if you listen to this on Thursday, that means tomorrow you're going to be at the Flamingo vibing with us in the mix. We got Donche in there. We're going to be doing our thing in the Jack or wherever you at, where you listening. You can drive to Jackson, Mississippi, come hang out and vibe out. We're going to be in there or out there because we be out here. So special thank you to our magnificent guest. Give it up for Amanda Furdge. Insert the random
Yeah.
claps.
You gonna put some claps on?
Yeah, insert the random claps
Or violins or
from
something.
Family Matters.
You know what? Do a ukulele.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, we definitely
know
appreciate
what?
you coming
Thank you.
to vibe with us, man. And also quick shout out to the folk in Hattiesburg. We'll see y'all May 7th. And for any information you want to know on the Vibe Controllers, you can follow my boy Merk B. Williams on all platforms. He got a whole bunch of stuff coming up. Make sure y'all check out that live that's going to be posted on Instagram and Facebook. Shouting out all our junk. And then you can follow me at the Vibe Controllers because you can't follow me on my personal page. So
the rules, boundaries.
Already. We said that. So, basically, typically we like to leave y'all with a little nugget, something inspirational, something nice, or anything, so you can carry on through your week or whatever you're listening. And this evening, first time ever, we're going to let old Amanda just drop a little knowledge or something for y'all to take us on home. So, do what you do.
Okay, so I have been meditating on, do y'all meditate?
Yeah,
Everybody in this room better meditate.
Yeah,
I'm finna.
I ain't finna laugh now.
We finna change. We finna get on there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Well, I meditate on certain things. Like if I'm gonna watch a piece of footage, I'm gonna meditate on that. I meditate on certain things. I'm a writer and I like poetry. I've been meditating on this like little piece from Khalil Gibran, who is Google. I mean, I hate to say it so casually, but that's the only way to give credit to like his genius, his way of putting words together, and the way that the messages that he sends. So this piece I've been meditating on, it says, let me get my poetry voice ready. Okay, y'all ready? Okay.
You can play some music. Don't do that.
Give me some grog washed. But no, it says that one day you will ask me, which is more important, my life or yours? And I will say mine, and you will walk away not knowing that you are my life. Okay. I think that's a great way to wrap this conversation.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Another round of applause for man Furdge in this thing, man.
Insert claps.
Book me for your bar mitzvah.
That's gonna be hilarious. So
Yeah, thank y'all for y'all. I don't know who's out there listening in this world, but Vibe Controllers to the world blow up.
Already.
To the world blow up.
To the world blow.
Fifth child to the world blow up. I won't stop till you get a key to this city.
We can go get the one they gave Tia.
I'm serious,
Yeah.
You know what? You know
We
what?
doing shit with it.
Be there,
So
man.
yeah.
Nah, we are.
Thank y'all for having me.
Oh man, thank you for
It's my grown up time. I got to drink water and sit still.
right. Talk to adults. You out here.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Now I
yeah.
can go hypnotize some new man.
Well, you have a good story for part 2. Let me tell you something.
Tune in next time.
If I ever need a kid, I know who to call. Let me tell you,
I can get you what you need.
You gonna have a nigga playing a harp next week.
I'm gonna have a band. It'll be a band.
Yeah, all right, Stevie, I get it. All right, man, we finna get on down. We appreciate y'all for listening, chiming in. Merk.
You already know what it is, man. Y'all stay up, stay blessed, stay free. Y'all share that shit.
Already, as always, 2 fingers up means peace to the side because we chilling. You gonna say it, Amanda?
You gotta say it. I don't even say it.
Out here.
Yeah!
Hey, we out here.